Basawo ne bannyabo abatula wano ku TK Media Uganda erinnya Nzekawo Rogers. Tukomyewo n'omukyalo ono amanyikiddwa nga Gloria Lamara, oyo gw'olabawo ataddeko barret oba enkofiira National Unity Platform oba eya People Power. Basawo ne bannyabo, ali ne kabineeti ye, njagala okutegeeza nti ali ne kabineeti ye era nga bwe muzize nga mubiwulira, bingi biwuliddwa, bingi byogeddwa nti ayayaanira kaadi ya National Unity Platform okwesimbawo ku bwagirudi president. Ebisinga obungi agenda kuba bikunnyonnyola, atubuulire lwaki naddala annyonnyole abo bonna bonna abaliko abayizi b'ekyambogo n'abo abayizi b'ekyambogo abaliyo kati, ayongere okubannyonnyola lwaki yasaanidde okubeera gidi pulezidenti waabwe addako era lwaki ayagala kugira ku kaadi ya National Unity Platform. Madamu Lamara, microphone eri naawe obudde buno.
Abasabo ne bannyabo, neeyanziza olukusa luno TK Media gyempadde okwanula ensonga zaffe zonna nga Kyambogo University. Njagala ntandike nga neeyanjula. Amannya agange, my name is Gloria Lamara era nga ndi muyizi wa Kyambogo University. Ndi muyizi wa literature na English era nga ndi musomesa. Kati Gloria Lamara gwe boogerako wemba ngenze munda eyo omunnyonnyola ani Gloria Lamara. Ndi girl child advocate, ndi feminist era nnwanirira rights z'abaana abawala bonna boolaba mbalwanirira era nga ndi peer educator, nze omuntu gwosobola otuukirira n'ogamba yogera n'abavubuka nenjogera nabo era ne bategeera era nga ndi activist.
Yes, Gloria, olowooza lwaki gwasaanidde okubeera gidi president addako owa Kyambogo University?
Exactly. Now, when you take me to the point of explaining why I think I'm the best candidate for this post, right now politics abaana bamutwala nga business. Era olina okutegeera nti politics abaana bamutaddemu relations mungi. Baagala kwefuula ba dictator, baagala kwefuula Museveni. Tugoba Museveni naye abaana bafuuse Museveni. So fenga emisaayi emito tuvuddeyo. Tuleeta politics ow'amazima nga pulezidenti waffe Kyagulanyi. Bwakola ki? Bwatuyigiriza. Era nga tujjawo politics of identity, tujjawo ne politics of revenge. Kati bw'olaba dynamics eza politics mu Kyambogo University, ogenda kulaba nti abaana balwanira ekifo oba ekikofiira oba bereti ya NUP oba kaadi ya NUP kubanga ayagala alaga oli nti ye w'amaanyi oba ayagala alaga oli nti ye bambi naye asobola okimukola kye yamukolanga. But me as Gloria Lamara nzija, I come to stand for truth, I stand in solidarity for truth. Era nga nina manifesto gye ngenda okuwandiika, not a soul based or a mainly based manifesto on my own, but rather I come to speak for the students. Njagala njogerera abaana, njagala mbeere spokesperson w'abaana, njagala mbeere eddoboozi ly'abaana eri administration, eri Uganda, eri gavumenti, era nga nja kujja nga njogera mu solidarity n'amazima. That's why mpita abaana bonna eddoboozi lyonna muliwanike kuba nze nsobola okuleekaana buli omu n'ampulira, naye bwe mujja ne muneegattako ng'amaanyi g'abantu nga NUP ne tuwangula eno tiketi tugenda giwangula.
Gloria, ebibiina bingi ebyobufuzi ebiri wano mu ggwanga erya Uganda biyitirivu nnyo 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 sala kubimenya bimalayo bingi, naye lwaki wasazeewo okulonda kugira ku kaadi ya National Unity Platform?
First and foremost, nze nja bagamba nti ndi NUPist, omusaayi gwange gwa NUP kuba I stand for the truth. Nze sigenda kuyimirira awo kulimba abantu. I do not stand for politics of deceit, and that is one thing I learned from the core values of NUP as a party. Nze njagala kuyimirira mazima, integrity.
Akati Gloria, abayizi b'e Makerere bakusuubiremu ki? Sorry, abayizi b'Ekyambogo University bakusuubiremu ki?
Abayizi b'Ekyambogo manyi ebizibu bingi bi-affecting abaana. Bizibu bingi nnyo. Okutandikira ku government students, government sponsored students balina amaziga mangi tebannaba bakolako. Tulina ba private students nga baffe nga taata wange yampeerera, maama wange yasasula fees, naffe tulina ebizibu byaffe. abantu abasula mu zihoolo balina ebizibu byabwe. Ffe nga sanitation ya Kyambogo University tulina ekizibu ffe nga Kyambogo students okitegeera. Infrastructure buli kimu bintu bingi nnyo kati bwe mba ngenda kugamba gwe ng'omuyizi wa Kyambogo mba nina breaking down. What affects you most is what I am going to work on. Right now, if I'm to bring upon the issue of the government students, abaana bava waka abasinga tukitegeera bava mu byalo naye bagenda okujja mu Kampala basome naye allowance bazikola ki bazirwisaayo gavumenti ezirwisizzaayo kati nze nga Gloria Lamara nzija I come with a full force with full energy that these allowances should be put in place before even we come back to school because that is what you're entitled to. Bw'oba totuuseewo nga tebanna bakuwa kasente ka pocket money onaazijjawa, how will you have a survival? How will you live in the university? Kati ziizo sente zaabwe baamendinga gundi yaabwe ya gundi. They had applied for the increment of their welfare from 4,000 shillings to 6,000. Ne bakyamendinga naye mpaka kati abaana balina okugenda kuba sente emmere baagiriisa baliira ku kakaaga naye kati mu lunaku lumu omwana wa gavumenti alina 4,000 kuba tebanna bakukola ki kuyisaawo endagaano ya sente zaabwe 2,000 ezaasigalayo kati mindi nga tirisi bw'aba alidde ekinyeebwa kya 3,000 ne sapade yali ekinyeebwa kya 3,000 tasobola alina okweyongerera ku 2,000 naye ng'avudde waka talina ya sente talina ka pocket money okitegeera gavumenti yemulabirira kati yensonga lwaki Gloria Lamara avuddeyo baatandika process ne baleka process mu kkubo okitegeera kati gwe nga government student ndi wano nkugamba empapula ezo tugenda zijjayo tugenda zikwekulayo gye baazitereka eno endagaano gye baasayininga tulabe ng'etuukirira era n'ekirala kanjogere ku ba private students nga baffe tujja ku university yes abazadde baffe balina ssente ezisobodde otuweerera naye tutuuka ekiseera nga tusasuddeko half. We have paid half tuition. We have something to show that we have in our portals, that we have cleared part of the university's tuition or the payment, irrespective that maybe the lecturers have taught or not. Naye nga ebiseera by'ebibuuzo batutwala bubi batuyisa bubi tosobola kukola bigezo nga tomalirizayo tuition. Kati gwe ng'omuzadde ali eyo njogera on behalf of the parents and the students of the university fraternity kuba kimanyi kiruma omuzadde nga weewaayo omwana asasula 1.8 n'osasulayo ka 700 weeyiiyizza sente n'ozijjayo naye kabalansi akasigaddeyo kekanamulemesa okukola ebibuuzo nedda. This is why Lamara agamba nze nvuddeyo. I come to stand for the truth. Amazima galina okuvaayo nti bambi omuzadde yawaayoko. Still at the end of it all ne bwe mba simazeeyo sigenda ku graduate nga lwaki temundeka ne nkola ebigezo byange? Why don't I do my exams and at the end of it you demand me? Because I know I want to graduate. I'll have to graduate. Okitegeera kino ensonga ekwata ku bazadde. This tackles our parents and us as well. So Lamara brings the solution to this. Private students tuva waka abalala bakommutinga transport ye kale twewaddeyo abazadde bagenda mutulo oluusi n'otambula ekyo tetuganye naye omuzadde asobodde okuwa ssente za hostel n'ojja ku hostel n'obanga asasula apartment ng'omugagga akola ku URA. We are saying no to that. Fenga Kyambogo, we are saying no to that. Buli kiro na misano osanga abaana b'ebbanda batambula na migugu gyabwe batuseera amayumba. What can we do about this? What can the institution do about this? What can the government do about this? Can there be a policy that they can pass so that the students are levied on lesser taxes in form of their housing? Because tetukola we as the students. So our private students tuyita mu bindi nnyo. Our security also matters. Kuba abazadde batutuma ku ssomero naye ogenda okujja for instances where you find a child has been attacked ogenda okuddayo waka bamukubira ki we are university students. We are still under the care of the university. Let them deploy officials to be guarding us around our residence where we stay, our hostels. Okitegeera? Yeah. And ensonga ekwata ku welfare. Kati abaana ba Kyambogo University, everyone can agree with me right now, kulubya hall tebalina canteen. Naye nga obuzibu ani abuleeta? Si ffe baana. Contract yaggwako, contract ya service providers yaggwako, and they have failed to renew the contract. If they had renewed the contract, abaana bandibadde bafuna ekyokulya. Naye kati omwana ave kulubya, bw'aba talina mmere kuba tebakkiriza na kufumbira mu hall, ave kulubya afulume kampasi agende bbanda, ye government student yatalina ssente. Okitegeera? So we need the canteens back in place. Abaana bafuluma kampasi because of the high taxes imposed on the canteens. University ebateekako taxi y'amaanyi. Nze nsasula miliyoni 4 nze nga nannyini kantiini, abaana mbalinyisiza ebbeeyi y'emmere n'omwana kuba abaana bava mu backgrounds za njawulo. Okitegeera? They come from different backgrounds. So why you impose heavy levies on the canteens, that the prices are hiking, that they have to move and cross the road instead of concentrating and reading their books and enjoying the university atmosphere? This is something we should work upon. Welfare okubanga nnungi. Sanitation ya Kyambogo mugiraba. Neza mugiraba, not like any other university. It is poor. Senti Kyambogo y'abaavu nedda. But it is poor administration that they cannot even mind about how the sanitation of the place looks like. This is something we come to stand for. Where is the money they give the service providers, people, the cleaners, the so-called cleaners that were supposed to be, making the place look neat for adults, for ladies and gentlemen, for mothers of the... No, this is alarming. This is alarming. You can imagine. Omwana bw'abanga teyeevuddeemu mungende maybe a wildlife club tugende to cleaning. The administration doesn't care about this. Okitegeera? So Lamara Gloria comes as a solution to all these questions that the students have been asking themselves. Kyambogo ye terina bakozi tebasobola tukuliningirako. I come to stand with you in solidarity that all these services are rendered to us. Kati ekintu kimu kyengenda obagamba kiri nti what is going to distinguish me from the other presidents is bazze ne babalimba nnyo, naye nze sizze mu bufere kuba ebintu byengenda okukwatako bye ebintu byogenda olaba mbu it is tangible kyogenda okukwatako olabe. I am not going to promise you heaven on earth by words that seem a little scientific and scary. No, I am going to come with simple layman's language that every student can understand, that every neighbor can understand in this Kyambogo University. Era nga nzija nkugamba bakulimbye nnyo missing marks, tetusobola kijjawo ekya missing marks, pepa zibula. Ne tugana ne tuzinoonya empapula zaffe. Naye bakozeewo ki? Tewali. But for the previous years, every candidate comes and tells you, we are going to work on missing marks, we are going to work on missing marks. Nedda. Tetugenda kikola naye wabula. Why wouldn't we think about that one person ali mu third year ng'afunye retake? Okitegeera? Afunye retake alina okulinda abali ab'omwaka guli abagenda okujja mu third year. So meaning agenda ku missinga graduation. Lwaki tuteekawo subsidiary exams? Omuntu naye afune marks ze asome ayite agraduating n'abanne. Okitegeera? That is something we can advocate for. That is something we can fight for as people power. Era my fellow students, I tell you that this cannot be achieved by only one voice. I cannot do this on my own, but rather when we join hands, we can fight this. When we join hands, we can fight the corruption. When we join hands, we can circumcise this administration and the poor administration. Tusobola. President waffe yagamba maanyi ga bantu, maanyi si gange.
g'abayizi.
Maanyi g'abayizi, power belongs to the students. Naye omuyizi otudde, you're sitting on your power. Why? Because ogamba nze tebinkwatako. Bikukwatako. Bikwata ku maama wo, bikwata ku taata wo, bikwata ku baana bo. This is time for us to arise. If we do not arise as Kyambogo University, no one is going to arise for us. Makerere did it. They rose up for their own rights. They fought for their own freedom.
Tugushamimu nambasa.
Era yakikola. Kati ogenda okulaba nti me coming in as a girl child advocate is going to help most of the women. Why? Buli omuwala ali awo yeetuddeko agamba ebyobufuzi nze sibisobola. Omusajja yabisobola. Who tells you that leadership is only for a man? Yes, they are the breadwinners in the family. They are superiors. But this is something that we have to do. What a man can do, you can also do. In the history of Uganda, what has just relate? Omusajja akoze eki omukyala kyatasobola. Maybe keeping other factors constant that omusajja yatuwa abaana tubazaalira abaana okitegeera. Keeping other factors constant, but what a man can do, you ladies can do. So it is time for the ladies to man up. It is time for the girl child to gala. Baye eddoboozi lyo baliwulire bagambe nti omuwala yayogedde. You know one funny thing about this Uganda is when you speak, they will come for you. When you keep quiet, they will come for you. So why don't you speak and they come for you? Okitegeera?
Yes.
Bakugoberere bamanye nti akyogedde. Okitegeera? Because right now they may be after us bagambe nti kati NUP tetujagala. Why? Because they're coming to fight the administration. No, we are not fighting the administration, but we are fighting their habits.
Yes.
We are fighting the wrong deeds they are doing. We are fighting the injustices that are implying on us. So, my fellow students, I call upon each and every one. Let us rise with power. Let us rise with one voice.
Mpozi, Gloria Lamara, ebbanga lyonna Tike Media libadde nga ekusisinkana kuviira ddala watandika olugendo luno olw'okunoonya owagiruudi pulezidenti wano mu Kyambogo University. Ebbanga lyonna tubadde nga tujja tukulaba ojja ku kitebe wetalodde eno ddeeri tukubuuza kiki noonya kaadi, tukubuuza kiki noonya kaadi, tukubuuza kiki noonya kaadi. Bingi tubadde nga emirundi mingi tuzze nga tukusisinkana. Naye ng'olina abantu abadde batakuva ku lusegere bwe tukusisinkana abantu abo beera nabo. Omu ku bo sibamanyi mannya gaabwe na biki naye ndowooza gwe kennyini ogenda tubuulira ensonga lwaki ojja batwanjulire otubuulire na nsonga lwaki okola ki otambula nabo. Omu ku bo y'omwami oyo ali oyo owokubiri y'oli then n'ono. Lwaki abantu abo otambula nnyo nabo?
Kati abantu bano nga bw'obalaba bajja kujja wano beeyanjule. I'm going to give them platform for them to introduce themselves. These are people who saw the potential in me. These are people who believed in me that I can make Kyambogo a better place. These are people who did not see a future in me only in Kyambogo University. Naye balaba nti Gloria, ebintu byakola. If Kyambogo succeeds, Uganda is at ease.
Nabo balina ebifo ebikulembeze beesimbyeko bo.
Si bonna naye
kale n'abo abeesimbyewo bajje tuwulire kye bagamba omu.
Kale, Lion, please come and say something to the world.
Yes, I think.
Sigara, still there. Continue.
Yes, thank you so much. We students of Kyambogo University, yes, we have a lot on ground. I'm a advocate of private students and also standing for the nation. We look at integrity in someone. We cherish someone because of the leadership ideas. I stand for the private students and I stand with the guild president. The reason why I stand with her is she mentioned something that touched the private students, and this made me to think that these solutions she has brought on ground can help even the nation, not only Kyambogo University. I listened to various speeches from every person who have been a candidate in this Chambogo race, guild race, but to find out that Lamara Gloria has spoken out the truth and she is willing to implement the truth. I myself gave her the confidence, and I myself is advocating that we vote a girl child and we vote to change the university positive. In the history, it has been that university has only voted two ladies. Imagine two. That means the rate has been competitive for the ladies. The gents have been continuously in the lead, but continuously, what are we doing? Are we really looking at the gents being in leadership at the top or doing something positive? So we want to change it by bringing in Lamara Gloria, who has the speech of the people, speech of the students, and integrity of the university. And she herself here, she represents thousands and thousands and thousands of students with single voice, only single voice. Let's stand together, Lamara Gloria, diaspora, the nation, Uganda, Chambogo students, even the people at the low levels and people at all levels. Let's vote and let's advocate for equality in leadership. And we look at each other and we look at integrity, we look at personality, and we look at what is known as the light of the people, not the corrupt, and not uh, this one who is coming from somewhere and trying to implement his own ways. We don't like that. Let's all implement what is known for the students. And I myself is called Leon Alfred, Advocacy for Private Students, and I will come with her to support her and to be behind her in any other aspect to make sure that this rate changes us positive for the nation and for the entire world, because one single voice of a person in a freedom fighting camp speaks for all the freedom fighters in the world and in diaspora and in the nation and in every person's home, or even the person somewhere can be touched with the speech of one single person. Mara Gloria, our solution. Mara Gloria is for Chambogo students, and we give her that light. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Then this one.
Thank you so much. I would like to appreciate the media team.
But I don't speak. Continue, continue.
I would like to. I am so much appreciative to the media team of Team Chagulanyi TV. Thank you very much once more. Her Excellency Gloria Lamara. Today is a day of celebration, a day of jubilation, as well a day of reconciliation between and among the conflicting parties. On behalf of the National Unity Platform, I am called Ongam Castro, the aspiring GRC Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, this 2022-2023. This is a journey of struggle, the journey which will link us together, the journey which will bind Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences to the entire Chambogo, the journey which will expose the institution of Chambogo worldwide, beginning now, the journey which will increase on the spirit of nationalism, starting from Chambogo, exposing it worldwide. I have contested so far in different political positions, but as I talk now, I speak as the aspiring GRC in Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, and I feel inspired by many politicians. I am so much appreciative to Our Excellency Gloria Lamara for the spirit taken, as well for the step taken in as far as our candidature is concerned as the guild president of this institution of Chambogo. I see capability in her from day one up to now. The kind of leadership we need leaders who could bring change. We need leaders who can change the institution beginning now, the change which the students seek to reclaim beginning now, the change which the students seek to bring back to their fellow colleagues beginning today.
Okay, thank you. Are you done?
Anyway,
One minute,
thank you very
1 minute.
much. Thank you.
Okay, let's have the lady. This lady.
So let me take this opportunity to recognize each and everyone who is watching us. By names of our Claire, and I'm a supporter of Lamara Gloria because I see potential in her. Not only Lamara, but I also take this opportunity to introduce Nom Castro. He is also aspiring as the GRC, and Alion Alfred as the GRC non-students, but private students. I actually call upon each and everyone to support them because they are capable leaders
because I myself have seen potential in them. Thank you very much for listening.
Asante.
People power,
Our
Our
power.
power,
our power,
People power.
NUP,
everywhere.
everywhere.
NUP.
A very good evening, comrades, and the whole nation at world. Thank you so much for this opportunity, TK Media, National Unity Platform at large. Thank you so much, my girl president, the 18th girl president, and the third female president Chambogo is yet to have. By names, I'm called Emor Andrew, student doing chemical engineering year 3, and I get GRC contestant under my faculty. Why I chose riding behind Lamara Gloria here is basically her vigor, the kind of vibrancy she has, the kind of energy she has towards advocating for the poor children, towards the common students. Very many of us from Chambogo here from humble backgrounds, many of us we struggle so much to raise a little fees, we struggle so much to have a better environment. But this happens to be that our administration has failed us. They have totally failed us. Every now and then they pass on policies that aim at bringing us down, rather making us better Ugandans. Talk of the 12 weeks policy, policies that do not guarantee people to be considered students, provided they have not cleared tuition by 12 weeks. These are policies that should not be amended, because at the end of each all, we are yet to pay our fees. At the end of each all, everyone has to graduate, and without graduation, we are useless Ugandans. We can do nothing. So, Lamara here approached me and personally for a period of 2 weeks and broke down each and every manifesto. I counted too much sense in it, and I saw that it is truly something that is going to raise the common students. It is something that she is not speaking as her, but she speaks for the common students. And I believe this time round, we need to join hands. We need to push someone that is going to speak for us, rather not speak on their own. Breaking down things right from my faculty of science, I feel so much touched by the kind of environment we're living in. Take a look at our toilets. They are totally dirty. The sanitation is too down, it's too poor, and anytime from now, I believe the
Summarize,
Chambogo students are going to be sick. It can lead to cholera. What is administration doing about this? These are things that we need to fight against. Take a look at, we do not have anywhere to photocopy from. A whole faculty of science, are you supposed to keep wasting time going to Banda in the name of photocopy? This is because of unfair policies that administration is imposing towards the service providers. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me. I pray that
Next one, 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 minute.
Ntwala omukisa guno okubatusake endowooza yange lwaki nvuddeyo okusapootinga Lamara Gloria. Lamara Gloria ye mukyala yekka eyavuddeyo okulwanirira eddembe ly'omwana ow'obuwala oba okulwanirira ekitonde ekikazi. Bannange, bannayuganda bannange ne basitudenti bannange okuva e Kyambogo, omwana omuwala saawa zino alina privilege amaanyi nnyo mu ggwanga lino. Omwana omuwala ke kaseera naye aveeyo awulirwe. Eddoboozi ly'omwana omuwala liwulirwa nnyo. Omwana kati kankuwa example, maama bw'aba nti ali eyo, maama abeera agamba omwana wange alidde ki ekitali ku ffe abasajja. Ffe tulowooza kiki kye tulina mu nsawo, naye maama agamba omwana owange alidde ki. Newaba na nnusu bitaano avaayo n'agamba nti nze sigenda kulya, naye omwana akole ki, afune kyalya abeerewo. Kati Lamara lwaki avuddeyo okulwanirira ffe abaana b'e Kyambogo oba abaana b'eggwanga? Saawa zino tulina okubeera nga tumuwa support, era nsaba abaana b'obuwala, guno gwe mulembe gwammwe, kino kye kiseera kyammwe, eddoboozi lyammwe liveeyo liwulirwe, era buli muntu yenna, buli muvubuka yenna aveeyo abeere emabega wa Lamara, tumuteeke mu ntebe. Kuba omukulembeze waffe Kyagulanyi atugamba twebeereremu, ye ssaawa twebeereremu abaana b'e Kyambogo. Makerere yakikola, era kati bali nti era buli kimu kitambula bulungi. Naffe tukikole tumanye nti naffe kuba mu byafaayo tulaba Kyambogo yakafugibwa twakafuna ba guild president abawala babiri bokka naye nga lwaki abaana ab'obuwala tebali mu Kyambogo. Banne tuveeyo tulwanirire ekitiibwa ky'omwana ow'obuwala neyansiza nnyo neyanze.
Yes, if you know this one, this is how I want to start this speech. It is, we are the country, we are the people, we are the change we badly need. Yes, before you say the people that who will bring you the desired change. I come from one of the most remote areas in Uganda. That is from Terego. I got a chance to be admitted in Kyambogo, and I'm a proud non-resident student of Kyambogo. So I got affiliated to Lamara Gloria. There are two things which draw me closer to her. She's a feminist. When you see me standing before, I treasure so much the feminist, though I'm a gent, because they do a lot. I'm standing before you. My look up to this age, it's a lady, Lamara. I give her a go ahead. Me as competing as a non-resident student of Kyambogo, I know there's a lot in stock for us from her camp. Even the government students she has talked about, when they leave their halls and go outside Banda there, they become non-residents, that area of Banda. Who is accountable to you? It's the same leader back. Please, let's come together, government students, the non-residents, the private, these issues cut across all of us. We must stand up and rise up and come up with the right leadership that can do it. We've been trusting men, but at the end have become dictators in power. They have refused to leave office. They're just forming sequence of friends to take over power in Kyambogo. So as a result, I say this is the time we break that chain, brothers and sisters. People power is not going to become a family of friends who are ruling over our institution. This is a time we break chain. We see that today Lamara is in power, and tomorrow is another guy. The other day it is a lady. Unity in diversity. That is what the president calls for. And for that, thank you so much, Lamara Gloria. I'm behind you.
Kigalewo ne tuliyambala engule bakulemberemu.
Kati abatulaba ku TK Media tweyanziza nnyo tweyanzeege. Abasponsa baffe bonna tweyanziza nnyo tweyanzeege. I as Lamara stand in solidarity for the truth, and I'm not going to stop until the voice of the Ugandan is heard. Sigenda kuzikiza mpozi ng'eddoboozi ly'omunnayuganda baliwulidde. I am going to stand in solidarity. Mpozi nga ddogo naye I am going to stand with the Ugandans. I am going to stand n'abaana ba ghetto.
Kale katugalewo n'oluyamba tuliyambala engule
Era nga tugenda jjamba.
Olutalo
nga luwedde tuliyambala engule, tuliyambala engule, tuliyambala engule. Olutalo nga luwedde tuliyambala engule, tulivimba mu Uganda empya. Tuliyambala, tuliyambala engule zimasamasa. Olutalo nga luwedde tuliyambala engule, tulivimba mu Uganda empya. People power,
Our power,
our power,
people power,
NUP,
everywhere,
everywhere.
NUP.
Respect you.